This is Hemi, and as you can see, she's not a morning person, but she's all about that bread. So rise and shine, Hemi. She exits her one-bedroom apartment, hops on her motorbike, and begins her journey for today. The first stop is heading to the Vienna Bank to get her next mission, collect a few racks, and get the day started. The journey thus far for Hemi has went from small-time content creator to OnlyFreaks model to now also playing in the Fortnite games. Let's see what she can do today. Hemi starts off the day finding herself in a rather peculiar situation. She is fighting a team that has high ground. Unfortunately, her duo partner is unconscious, to say the least. This fight for the duo is going to be pretty tough with the medallion people creeping up slowly. It looks like they finally start fighting, and this is the perfect opportunity for Hemi to begin her third party. She slowly makes her way up the hill. The jetpacks this season have been pretty awesome when it comes to movement. She gets sensed but isn't too hesitant about it, considering how the teams are still fighting. She gets a laser off on the Captain America shield but can't switch to her AR in time, so she's got to dart out. And she's pretty quick-witted when it comes to utilizing the playground that she has here. She seeks cover again, lets the teams fight once more as they're thirsty for blood. She plays behind cover here, not being noticed quite yet. The storm is on her backside. She gets a few hits in there, but realizes that she has to play high ground here. Again, the storm is coming in. She's going to be looking for a laser, which she gets off. Absolutely stupid of that person to still hold Captain America's shield. The auto turret is really putting in work here with the person holding Cap's shield. She realizes that she's got to get the fuck out of there. Now the annoying thing this season is that when you actually have the dashes and the jetpack, it doesn't work properly. So she's looking for where they're rezzing. She finds them, but realizes the other person actually has the medallion, that the Mysterio one that allows you to go invisible, but luckily she still gets the kill on Firestorm, making it seem like this is now a 2v1 in her mind. She's thinking about going back up top because she can see the medallion people. She realizes this might be a 1v1 considering how the car had flown off, but she gets targeted pretty early. She sees the footstep icons and decides to dash the hell out of there. Again, the jetpack and the dashes are extremely annoying. She decides to hop over the dashes, gets a few lasers on this guy and the vehicle, but unfortunately tiptoes back into the water and has dashes once more. The person is in front of her, but she zooms right over there. She's trying to get to zone and find some good cover. The person in the vehicle is an idiot, Mojo 420. Enough said on that name. She's looking for the other person, but should have probably looked into the river firstly. She gets some lasers off here, but those dashes are extremely annoying to deal with. She realizes that she has to push because this person has the Flowberry Fizz. They start using the war gloves. She tries to get some aims in. They're hitting and missing shots, and ultimately she somehow comes away with a very sloppy W, but nonetheless she's about to cash out. She heads back to the Vienna Bank after she hits the Dougie for a few minutes on her victims and decides it's time to cash out the rewards. Unfortunately, the Vienna Bank is taxing heavily on her ass, and this is not the only stop today. She has another game here. and it's a little bit more competitive, as you can view. She's playing it a little bit more safer. It appears that it is a 2v1 with the robot in play there. She gets a few lasers up top and realizes that she has to push. This entire game she's been dealing with these medallion people, and they have been an absolute menace for her. That guy hits her with some really smooth movement. It is now what appears to be a 2v1 in her mind. She sees the other person fly away, barely gets a few lasers, but ends up cracking that person, realizes that she has to reposition her own self. Again, they're kind of on both sides of her. She thinks that this is going to be a 2v1 situation, ends up flying with this person in the sky, and she takes out the major BBL. So it's a 1v1 situation for the W, and she gets marked. She realizes that the medallion person knows exactly where she is, so she's trying to track them down. Appears that they're going to be over here, giving up their position early. She spots them, decides high ground is not the way, decides to rotate again to get the right side peek. Hits 2 crazy shots, and the commentator goes crazy. We got fucking shit on, dog. Another dub, which means more bans are heading Hemi's way while she teaches you all how to Dougie. Hey everybody, this is just some added gameplay in the background here. If you don't want to hear any of this, you're more than welcome to pretty much mute me. But I just wanted to give a big thanks to all my supporters. You guys have been going absolutely crazy on the channel as we are slowly closing in on 5K. Again, thank you guys so much. If you guys want to continue to see more Fortnite content, just be sure to leave a like, comment down below, especially if you have a favorite part. If you guys want to see something different, let me know also in the comment section down below. I'm more than welcome to play other games. If you guys have different ideas about how we can expand the story of Hemi, I'm all ears for it. Pretty much whatever you guys are interested in, as long as it involves me having fun creating the content that you guys like, I'm all game for it. Again, I want to appreciate you guys again so much. You don't have to go up and beyond, but if you guys do want to do things like that, I do want to give a big shout out to all the people who are using my Fortnite creator code. Again, I'm going to leave that in the comments. I will pin that, but it is code Peaches with a 3 and not an E in the Fortnite item shop. Again, all proceeds there go to kids who experience fall damage. Appreciate you so much, Peach Army. And just so that you guys know that I know, you guys are absolute savages. So on behalf of this song, I dedicate it to you.
What's that? Apple.